Well, hello out there in YouTube land, YouTube members, you guys. Welcome back. I guess I should say welcome back to me because I haven't been producing very many videos lately. So I just wanted to do a few uh, short videos just to post. Been doing a lot of things, just haven't been recording anything. So just wanted to kind of quickly hit on some of the short projects that I've worked on here lately. I did do a quick video short from one of the last things just recently did. You might have checked that out. It was posted maybe a week ago. But so I have been trying to convince my wife to let me put some speakers in the living room. And originally, I have just a little short set of SVS Prime Elevations. They're solid black, and I intend to put them on the mantle by the fireplace, which of course is solid black as well, and it would just kind of blend in my opinion. I set them there, didn't really say anything, and the first response was, "These aren't staying here, are they?" So that didn't go over very well. And I brought in some of my Sonys and set them right in front of the fireplace just to sample, see how they sound in the room. It's a big, you can probably hear the echo, a big open volume room, so it's really hard to cut down echoes and reflections and to get sound to count. Sound carries, but it echoes. But anyway, I still wanted to enhance the sound coming from the TV and from the stereo, what have you. Anyway, long story short, I wanted to find a speaker that would pass the wife acceptance factor, and prior to buying this house, looking at other houses, I'd been looking at the KEF LS60 because I like this really slim form factor, smaller than an iPhone in width. So I showed it to my wife again, and she said, "Yeah, she didn't disagree." But I put the idea and started looking at them, and then went on audio advice, and lo and behold, the price used to be just under $7,000. Now it's just under $5,000. So it dropped a $2,000 drop. So that all the more made me want to kind of look into it. But I just recently, if you looked at some of my previous videos, I just recently bought the Polk Audio Center channel, and I really like it. It's a really nice, dense, heavy, and good sounding center channel. It blends right into the motif. It's pretty obscure. You don't see it very well, but it sounds really good. So I was looking at something that I can actually pair with that, actually connect to the receiver and include the center channel. So the problem with the LS60 is that it's a wireless separate, and it has its own power. It doesn't need a receiver, doesn't need a center, and it doesn't integrate well with a passive receiver or amp system, because it has all that built in. And I looked at some forums and some other things that other people have tried it and said it has a hum, it doesn't work well. So I kind of nixed that idea. I started looking at passive. Then I looked at, well, how about another Polk? Because I really like these Polk. And I looked at R600 and R500. R600 specifically because it's, again, a really small footprint, not quite as small as the LX60, but the LX60 at $5,000, and I can get a pair or get a pair of R500s or R600 Polk for $1,200. A considerable difference in cost. And they were still small, not as slim as the LS60, but pretty slim. So I started looking at that idea. But then I started thinking, you know what? In my previous office, I have a really nice sounding Yamaha box system with a very thin set of towers. And I put them in my daughter's room. She's been using them, but not really using them, but they've been there. And I said, well, let me try these. I pulled them out of her room, brought them downstairs, and set them in place, and just ran some wires, and they sound pretty good. They were always really good sounding speakers, but it's a part of a system. Comes with a sub, comes with the surrounds, and it's a 5.1 box set. But in spite of that, took these towers, very thin, small towers, out of that set, plugged them in, paired them with the Polk, paired them with the Denon that's powering everything. And then I actually ran the Odyssey calibration, which I've never done in this room. world of difference. I was convinced. I'm like, well, this is it. I didn't need to spend any money. Shop your own place. Because if you're like me, you're always buying stuff. You got things you never get rid of anything. I've got all these speakers from other projects, put them in place. So did that. But this room is white, black, and gold. And the speakers were black and they were probably fine, but against a sort of mostly white background, I thought of the idea, let's paint them. So we painted one, put it in the corner. That looks pretty good, but you can't just do one. So I did the other. Now they look pretty good set in here. So I just want to kind of, this quick video, it's supposed to be a quick video, it's already 5 minutes into it, look at those. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, take a peek, and there's one on the left, the front left, connected to the television here, and the other one from right. I mean, you see it in the corner. It's hardly even noticeable there. It's just another little post, and it's pretty thin. It's thinner than the door frame itself. So pretty nice solution overall. And so let me see. I've been checking YouTube and looking at, there's this one group that I've kind of gotten really into here lately, and I'm just gonna play a little bit if I can find it there. Just a group I've been listening to here of late called Oregon, or out of California, and listen to this cover here. It's pretty nice. It's probably going to be a video. It's always a video coming up. Mute you, but let that run. But calibrated the speaker and set that up, and it sounds pretty good. So over in the corner, you'll see under the credential there, I've got a SVS Micro 3000 sub. Now they're back. Let's see. Just play a little bit of this. And the two towers and the Polk audio in the center. And this is the room. And I can build it up a little bit. Sounds pretty good. But anyway, just wanted to kind of go over that. Let me go up to him really quick here. Let me flip this back around. And my wife got involved and she helped me. She painted. I brought the paint and supported out. And she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to paint these speakers." She said, No, I'll do it. You're too heavy-handed." So she did the work and it came out really, really well. I was really quite happy with that. It come out. So if I take the cover off, now when they were black, you mostly just saw the white drivers, and now that the white, you see the black surround and then the driver. So it's maybe even a little bit more noticeable. But I keep the grommeted grill cover on there. It's hard to do it with one hand, but there it is. Okay, and in the corner, blends in pretty well. Now I'm just working on, getting my wires all hid and everything, and it's pretty good. So anyway, that's one of the projects I just recently completed here, and I just want to do a quick video on that. Been working on a house. We're coming up on a year in May 1st being here, and you'll see one of the last things we did in the year was refinish the floor. So that took about a week or so of us being in a hotel and out of the house and getting that done. But anyway, just want to do a quick 9-10 minute video about that, and got a couple other things I want to do real quick, but this is the first. And thank you for watching, And oh, shout out to Blu-ray Mex 23 for giving me my new name, Uncle Phil. So shout out to Blu-ray Mex 23. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.